30 years, the deadliest tornadoes in the tri-state have happened in the fall and winter. The 25 deaths from November 6th in 2005 and the 24 deaths on December 10th, 2021 account for most of the tri-state's tornado fatalities. Arden Gregory is with us now. November 6th, of course, was a tragic and scary night for the tri-state.
Yeah, that's right. And some people still have storm anxiety 20 years later as a result.
I guess the good news is we're better prepared now than we were, say, in 2005. So why don't you walk us through what has changed since then?
Sure. For starters, our technology for forecasting and tracking storms has gotten better. Weather models continue to improve our ability to forecast the time and location of potential severe storms, as well as what types of threats they may bring. And we now use First Alert weather days to give you a heads up about that potential several days in advance. And the radar technology we use to track the storms in real time has also improved significantly in the last 20 years. Dual pole radar, which can help identify torrential rain, hail, and tornado debris, has only been available since 2011. And thanks to those advances in technology, warnings often come out farther in advance, giving you more time to take action. And in 2007, the National Weather Service switched from county warnings to the polygon-style warnings we're familiar with today, providing clearer messaging of exactly where the threat is now and where it's headed. November 6th also changed how our community responds to potential severe storms. After November 6th, many people in the tri-state will never again go to sleep without some way other than the outdoor sirens to receive warnings. As a community, we are now more aware of the dangers posed by nighttime tornadoes and cool season tornadoes. And there are more weather radios in homes across the tri-state now. Thanks to CJ's Law, manufactured home installers in Indiana have to now put a weather radio in each one. And in addition, we now have smartphones with wireless emergency alerts and weather apps like the 14 First Alert app, which can help you keep up with the changing weather and also give you weather alert notifications no matter where you are. November 6th was a horrible night in the tri-state, but we are now smarter, safer, and better prepared thanks to what we've learned since.
When we think of severe weather, we usually think of spring, but as we know all too well, we can have severe weather at other times of the year. Michael Feck is here now. We need to always keep our guard up this time of the year.
Yeah, especially as we enter the fall and winter season. Many folks tend to focus on prepping for that snow and ice, but it's also important to remember that the cool season often brings a second severe weather season. The fall severe weather setup isn't all that different from what we see in the spring. As we transition into fall and winter, the polar jet stream and the subtropical jet become more variable, or wobbly, I should say. As the polar jet dips southward, so does the colder air from the poles. And at the same time, the subtropical jet begins to lift northward, bringing warm, moist, and unstable air up from the Gulf. Now, when these two air masses meet, a tight horizontal temperature gradient develops. We call this area the baroclinic zone. Now, this particular region is very favorable for mid-latitude cyclone development. And these areas of low pressure often strengthen and then track through the tri-state, producing clouds, rain, wind, and in some cases, severe storms. While the fall-winter severe weather season may not be as active as it is in spring, it is important to note it is just as dangerous. All hazards, including tornadoes, still occur in the cool season. And in many cases, due to less daylight hours, severe storms strike at night, making it harder to see and to take shelter. As a result, more tornado deaths have actually occurred during the fall and winter severe weather season as compared to the spring.
Byron Douglas is back. Of course, we harp on safety all the time. We want people to be prepared. What's the most important thing people should know?
Know where to go, but then practice your plan. I think everyone does a great job, students when they're at school, but practice that plan. Maybe you're new to the area, and if you live in a manufactured home, it's not a safe area to be in during a tornado. You have to have your plan during the tornado watch. What to do during severe weather? It's imperative that you have multiple ways to receive warnings, up to 3 if you want. And it's great to include a NOAA weather radio. They work 24/7, especially during the overnight and pre-dawn hours. And what actions to take when a warning is issued. And know your area. Perhaps you live in McLean County. You need to know about Hopkins, Muhlenberg, Owensboro, Davis County, those contiguous and surrounding counties. Tornado safety, the #1 key is to be indoors. Automobiles aren't safe places due to the wind and also the flooding potential. The weakest part of your home are your windows. You want to avoid windows and outside walls. Basement is the best place to be. Otherwise, an interior room or an interior bathroom as well. Put as many surrounding walls outside of you as you possibly can. What if you live in an apartment? A lot of apartments across our viewing area. Number one thing to do is to be on the ground floor, an interior room, until the storm has passed. And of course, you want to be away from windows on that ground floor as well. And you want to move inward during that time frame and then protect your head no matter where you are, especially if you're trapped outdoors.
How well do you know your weather? What is the most dangerous type of precipitation? Is it snow, sleet, or freezing rain?